Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 7F notes on backwards synthetic division. It's the question we're going to see on the quiz. I want to make sure we're prepared for it. So, talked about this earlier. If x minus h is a factor of polynomial function, then the remainder will be 0. All right. And what we can do is we could work, if we're missing a coefficient, we could work synthetic division backwards to find a missing coefficient. So, how we'll do is we'll perform synthetic division like usual, but when we get stuck at k, set the remainder equal to 0 and work it backwards. I'm going to do 2 examples in the video. We're going to do 2 examples in class. So pause the video if you need to. I'm going to do these first 2 examples on the front, and we'll do the last 2 in class together. All right. So first example, if x minus 8 is a factor of 4x to the 4th minus 40x cubed plus kx squared minus 70x minus 16, find the value of k. So we're going to set up our synthetic just like usual. Our number in the box is going to be 8. And we're going to have 4, negative 40, k, negative 70, and negative 16. All right. And we're going to work it like usual. Okay, so we'll do 4, bring it down. Okay, we'll multiply 4 times 8, which is 32. We'll add negative 40 plus 32, which is negative 8. And we'll multiply 8 times negative 8, which is negative 64. Okay, this is where we get stuck because we don't know what k is, so we can't do k plus negative 64. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to work backwards. I'm going to do this in a different color. So what we know is that the remainder is 0. So if the remainder is 0, all right, we know negative 16 here, so we have to plus 16 here to make this equal to 0. Okay, now working backwards, we know that this number right here, I'm going to call it n. We know that 8 times n is equal to this 16 here. All right. So if 8 times n is equal to 16, this number is 2. Because this 8 times this 2 has to get us to 16. Okay. Now we know negative 70 plus n is equal to 2. So what we need to do is here we need to do 2 minus negative 70. Okay. So negative 70 plus what number equals 2? So if we do, 2 minus negative 70, we're going to get 72 here. All right. Let's call this number right here, we'll call it w. Okay. So we know 8 times w is going to equal to 72. All right. So this w here is going to equal 9. Because 8 times 9 is 72. All right. Now to find our missing k, all right, we know that k will do 9 minus negative 64. All right, because we know k plus negative 64 equals 9, so we work backwards. 9 minus negative 64 equals k, so our k value is going to be 73. All right, so we work it forward until we can't. Then we go to the back, set the remainder equal to 0. Okay, and then we'll just work backwards. So we know that this has got to be 16, and so 8 times this thing has to equal 16, making this 2. We know that negative 70 has to add a 72 to make the 2, and then we do the 72 divided by 8 to get the 9. And we'll do 9 minus negative 64 for k. Pause the video if you need to. Go back and rewatch it if you need to. Moving on. All right, one more example here. So let's say x plus 1 is a factor of this thing. All right. So we know our root's going to be negative 1. And then we have 5k, 6, negative 1, negative 9, and we're going to go to work. So we'll pull the 5 down here. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5. All right. And we're stuck. Can't work anymore over here. Okay, but we know we can set the remainder equal to 0, and these things add. So negative 9 plus 9 would be 0. Okay, we do 9 divided by negative 1, which will give us negative 9 here. All right, negative 9 minus negative 1, which is really negative 9. Plus 1 is negative 8 here. All right, we'll divide negative 8 by negative 1 to get 8. All right, the numbers down here we'll divide by the box number, working backwards. So 8, so we have 8 here. So we know 6 plus this number has to equal 8, so we'll go 8 minus 6 here. This has got to be 2. All right, and we'll take this number here and divide it by the box. So 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. Okay, and so now that we know that k plus negative 5 is equal to negative 2. So we plus 5. Negative 2 plus 5, so our k value is going to equal 3. That's it, just a little twist on synthetic division. We have 2 extra problems on the back. Should give you nice clean whole numbers as well. That's that. Let me know if you have any questions, and you have a good day.